The next day, they got ready to go to the dancing class. "Olivia, I want to remove this nail polish," said Daniel. Olivia said, "Daniel, don't remove the nail polish. It gives amazing beauty to you. Today, we can go to class with matching outfits and nail art." Daniel did not agree with Olivia, and he gave more reasons for removing the nail polish. "I know that, Daniel. You are feeling comfortable with those outfits and nail polish. Don't worry about others' comments. Let's try this now, Daniel," Olivia said. Finally, Daniel agreed with Olivia, but he was more excited. After a few minutes, Olivia said, "Daniel, you look great with pink nails and pantyhose, but the hair on your legs looks bad. It would be nice if you shaved the hair on your legs. Wouldn't you rather have nice smooth legs under your pantyhose?" Daniel did not know how to respond and just looked at her with a blank expression. "In fact, Daniel," she said, "you will find the feel of smooth legs and pantyhose will be wonderful." Amazed at what he was allowing Olivia to do, Daniel followed her into the bathroom after removing his pantyhose. Olivia shaved his legs and then suggested that she go ahead and remove the few hairs on his chest and under his arms. After being shaved, Daniel returned to their bedroom to finish dressing. He put on his panties, pantyhose, and women's jeans before getting ready to put on his blouse, but Olivia stopped him. "Since your chest is also hairless, why don't you try this on to see how it feels under your shirt?" she said, handing him a pretty lace-trimmed light pink camisole that matched his panties. He blushed as she described how it matched his panties and would feel very nice next to his smooth chest. Reluctantly, Daniel pulled the camisole over his head and was amazed at how good it felt. He hurriedly put on the white blouse with fringe on the sleeves over the camisole. Olivia decided it was unnecessary to point out to Daniel that the camisole was clearly visible under the blouse, or that the lace waistband of his girlish panties was poking through the cutout in the seat of his jeans. At the studio, all of the students raved over Daniel and Olivia's outfits. Several of the girls gave him big hugs, and although not sure, Daniel, even though one of the guys had patted his butt. The lessons had progressed nicely, and after class, Emma announced to the students that they had been entered into a dance contest that would take place in 2 weeks. She was in the process of making their costumes for the contest and told them to plan for a dress rehearsal next week. After class, Daniel and Olivia left, and he told Olivia how much he enjoyed the new experience. Olivia was also happy with Daniel's new look. The next day, Olivia noticed her husband reading a fashion magazine and decided to push his feminization to the next level. "Daniel," she said, "you are really enjoying wearing my lingerie now, aren't you?" "Yes, darling," said Daniel. "It's okay to like pretty things, Daniel," she continued. "It makes you appreciate women more." Olivia asked Daniel to wear his girlish outfit, which surprised him, and he did not know what had happened to him. He dressed in his girlish clothes and came back to Olivia. She went to the dressing room and picked up a few items, then returned to where Daniel was standing. "Missy," Olivia said, "I think Missy is a more appropriate name for you the way you look right now. I am going to help you look even prettier. Stand still and enjoy the attention, my pretty little sissy cowboy." She then applied lipstick that matched his toenails, eyeshadow, and mascara to her pretty husband's face. Olivia even removed a few stray hairs from the sissy's eyebrows. She sprayed him with her favorite perfume and combed his somewhat long hair back with a part in the middle. "You look beautiful now, Missy," she said. "Do you want to see yourself in my mirror?" Daniel Missy sat down at Olivia's dressing room and stared at his reflection in disbelief. "I am pretty," he said. As he began to run his hands over his body, Olivia noticed a detail she had forgotten. "Missy, let me do your fingernails," she said, and proceeded to shape and paint his nails the same crimson color as his toes and lips. Missy did not hesitate when Olivia handed him a pretty nightgown for bed. A pale peach color, the short nightgown barely covered the sissy's panties. Olivia taught Missy how to remove his makeup before they retired for the night. The next morning, Daniel eased himself out of bed and was immediately reminded of his explorations into femininity by his red fingernails and toenails. He put on a short robe that matched his nightie and went to the kitchen for coffee. "Good morning, Missy," exclaimed Olivia as she saw her emasculated hubby shuffle into the kitchen in all his female finery. "Yesterday must have been a big day for my girl," she continued, "as late as you've slept this morning." Daniel served himself coffee and self-consciously tugged at the short hem of the nightie as he sat at the table. As they ate breakfast, Olivia explained to Daniel that she had a big day planned. They needed to pick up a few things for his own wardrobe, as he certainly could not continue to wear his wife's things, she explained. Olivia offered Daniel a choice regarding his appearance for the day. He could either go all out and dress fully as Missy, As Daniel luxuriated in his perfumed bath, Olivia reminded him to shave his body clean of the stubble that was beginning to develop on his legs and underarms. Stepping from the bath, shaved smooth and smelling beautifully, Daniel patted himself dry and covered up with the silk robe Olivia had left hanging on the door. When he entered the master bedroom, Olivia was waiting. "What is it going to be, Missy or Sissy?" she asked. During the bath, Daniel recalled how wonderful he had felt the previous evening and how much he had enjoyed the beautiful reflection in the mirror after Olivia had finished with his makeover. "Missy, I guess," replied Daniel, "but please don't get too carried away." With Daniel's permission to proceed, Olivia began assembling her husband's outfit for the day on their bed. Starting with lingerie, she chose a matching bra and panty set in white with pink lace trim. The panties were similar to those he wore yesterday, with lots of frothy lace at the waist and leg openings. She also selected a new pair of sheer taupe pantyhose and a pink half slip. Daniel carefully dressed in the lingerie Olivia had chosen for him and stood before her blushing in his pretty undies, his slip reaching mid-thigh, and the breast forms Olivia had provided giving him a convincing B-cup. From the closet, Olivia chose a short pink skirt with one pleats and a white blouse with a lace Peter Pan collar and short cap sleeves. She also found a pair of pink leather 3-inch heels. Before dressing Daniel in his skirt and blouse, Olivia led him to the dressing table where she applied his makeup. Her application was much heavier today than last night, with full foundation, eyeshadow, mascara, eyeliner, blush, and lip liner with the same red lipstick. She plucked a few more hairs from Daniel's eyebrows and shaped them with an eyebrow pencil into a feminine arch. Once his makeup was complete, she used her curling iron to style his hair into a short but feminine hairstyle. After styling his hair, she applied a generous amount of hairspray to keep it in place, followed by a touch of her favorite perfume. Once Daniel had finished putting on the skirt and blouse, Olivia added pearl drop earrings, a pearl necklace, a ladies' watch, a couple of rings, and a gold link belt to accessorize his outfit. Finally, she added a thin gold ankle chain to his left ankle, completing the girlish image. It took Daniel several minutes to get used to the height of the pumps he was wearing, with Olivia providing instruction on a feminine walk. "Missy, I want you to fix us a drink and practice walking and sitting like a lady while I get ready," commanded Olivia. "We don't want you to walk or sit like a truck driver while we are out today," she continued, "as that might give your secret away." A little while later, Olivia joined Daniel in the living room, where he was practicing his feminine mannerisms by walking back and forth across the room, trying to get just the right wiggle, and sitting in various chairs, stopping to smooth his skirt as he sat. Much to Daniel's surprise, Olivia was dressed much more casually. Her makeup was also much more subdued than that of her husband. "Why am I so much more dressed up than you?" complained Daniel. "I just want to make sure that you are the one getting the attention while we are out, since this is your special day," replied Olivia. "Now here is your bag and some sunglasses, let's go," she said as she handed him a pink leather purse and women's sunglasses. "You should find everything you need in your purse, including lipstick, powder, an extra pair of panties, and some tampons and pads should you need them," Olivia told him as they walked to the car. Daniel looked at his wife with a stunned expression, wondering what exactly she had in mind for him. By habit, Daniel walked to the driver's side when Olivia stopped him. "Missy, I will be driving on our adventure today," she said, and held the passenger side door open for him. "Now don't forget to smooth your skirt under you and get into the car like a lady," she continued. Following her instructions, Daniel smoothed his skirt under his panty-clad bottom and sat in the passenger seat, then turning and pulling his pretty legs into the car. "That was very good, Missy," Olivia told him as she shut the car door. Olivia drove them to a shopping mall on the other side of the city. There, they parked, and Olivia suggested that Daniel touch up his makeup. Taking his lipstick from his purse, he reapplied the creamy red color to his lips under Olivia's watchful eye. Olivia then proceeded to define the rules for the day. "Now, Missy, we are going to spend the afternoon shopping for some new things for you. We are going to start at the lingerie store and then fit you in with some new shoes. I have a few other surprises in mind for you, and I want you to understand that I am expecting your full cooperation." As they walked from the car into the mall, Daniel was hypnotized by the clicking sound made by his high heels as they hit the pavement, and by the breeze swirling around his legs and bottom under his short pink skirt as the wind playfully lifted it around his thighs. More than once, in fact, he had to quickly pull his skirt back down after the wind lifted it almost over his waist, displaying his pretty pink slip for anyone who happened to notice. Safely inside the mall, Olivia directed Daniel to a small lingerie boutique that was always one of her favorites. Inside the store, Olivia instructed the salesperson that her sister needed to update her lingerie wardrobe. The salesperson saw dollar signs before her eyes and was very attentive and helpful. After measuring Daniel to confirm his sizes, they selected dozens of pairs of panties, bras, slips, camisoles, and nightgowns in every color of the rainbow. Olivia insisted on a few corsets and other foundation garments. She picked up several garter belts in various colors and handed them to Daniel, saying, "Here, Missy, you need to experience the soft stockings tugging on your garters instead of wearing pantyhose all the time." Daniel blushed as Olivia continued to select a variety of stockings to be worn with the garters and pantyhose for everyday wear. She also instructed Daniel to pick out several leotard and tights sets for exercise and dance lessons. Some of the exercise outfits even had matching headbands, and they were all very feminine. On the way out of the store, Olivia noticed that they had swimsuits on sale and insisted that Missy needed both a one-piece and a bikini. They spent several more minutes with Daniel trying on various swimsuits before they settled on a powder blue one-piece suit with a little ballet skirt and a bikini that was cut very high in the thighs and was very small on the top. Burdened with packages, Olivia and Daniel then headed toward the shoe store further down the mall. As they walked, they came across an earring kiosk that advertised free piercings with any purchase. Olivia was eager for Daniel to get his ears pierced and selected several pairs, holding them up against his ears. Although Daniel initially objected, he quickly relented when Olivia threatened to get angry if he spoke up again. Eventually, Olivia settled on a pair of CZ studs and a set of dangly faux pearl earrings, instructing the teenage shop assistant to double pierce each ear. While Daniel's ears were being tended to, Olivia spotted a small gold ankle chain with Missy engraved on it. After finally relenting, they left the earring shop, and Olivia said, "I told you that you would regret not cooperating. That was a little taste of what you'll get if I get any more resistance from you, only next time it will be much worse." The shoe store was uneventful compared to the ear-piercing drama. The only excitement came when the teenage boy who helped them kept trying to steal peeks at Daniel's panties as he tried on shoes. After trying on what seemed like hundreds of pairs of shoes, Daniel and Olivia left the shop with several new pairs of pumps in many colors and heel heights ranging from 2 inches to 4, high-heeled and flat sandals, tennis shoes, loafers, boots, and even a pair of ballet shoes. The assortment ranged from practical to exotic. "You behaved very well in that store, Missy," Olivia commented as they left. "The sales boy had no idea you weren't a pretty girl, even though he had plenty of looks up your skirt. Wouldn't he have been surprised if he saw what you have in the panties that he was trying so hard to see?" The rest of the afternoon went similarly, with Olivia and Daniel visiting several shops to purchase a complete wardrobe that any woman would envy. The only additional excitement of the afternoon came when Daniel indicated to Olivia that he needed to use the restroom.